Okay, welcome to class. My name is Jeff, and I'll be teaching on how you can solve simultaneous equations um, using the eliminating method. All right, so we can actually use different type of method in solving simultaneous equation problems, and you can make use of the elimination method. You can make use of the substitutional method, and as well the graphical method. Okay, and mind you, the simultaneous equation problem that we're going to be solving today are simultaneous equations that has two variables. All right. So if you take a look at the question on the board, 4x minus 3y equal to 6 and 2x plus 2y equal to 4, you would see that it consists of two variables, which are variable x and y. Now, in other cases, simultaneous equation can also consist of more than two variables. It could be three variables like x, y, z, and then you will be asked to solve for the values of these variables. So here we are told to find the values of x and y. All right, find x and y using elimination method. Okay, so how do you solve problems using elimination method of simultaneous equation? Let's begin. Without wasting time, let's bring back the equations down. So we've got 4x minus 3y equal to 6, and we've got 2x plus 2y equal to 4. All right, now what we're going to do is this. Let's call the equation on top equation 1, and the equation down equation 2. Two equations given. Now, how do we solve using elimination method? Now, the word eliminate means we are to, remove any of the variable. It could be x, it could be y. It depends on what you want to do. So you can choose to eliminate x and get the value of y first, or you can choose to eliminate y and get the value of x first. Now, how do you go about this? So, for instance, I want to eliminate variable x. What I'm going to do is I will multiply by the coefficients of variable x in both equation 1 and 2 to multiply both sides. If I want to eliminate variable y, I will also multiply by the coefficient of y in both equations. So in this question, I want to eliminate variable x. So what I'm going to do is the coefficient of x in equation 2 will multiply all through equation 1, and the coefficient of x in equation 1 will multiply all through equation 2. So let's multiply and see what we're going to get. Now, 2 multiplied 4x gives us 8x, minus 2 multiplied 3y gives us 6y, and 2 multiplied 6 gives us 12. Now let's call this equation 3. All right. We've gotten a new equation because we've used the coefficient of x in equation 2 to multiply all the equation 1. So now let's multiply equation 2 by the coefficient of x of equation 1. So let's go. 4 times 2x gives us 8s, plus 4 times 2y gives us 8y, right? And then 4 times 4 gives us 16. So let's call this equation 4. All right. Now, if you take a look closely, you would see that the coefficient of x in this new equations formed is the same. All right, they are now the same. Initially, it was 4 and 2, but now we now have 8 and 8 on both sides of the equation. So what I'm going to do next, we're going to subtract. So let us subtract. Now, 8x minus 8x gives us what? 0. It's nothing. So what does that mean? It means we have what? Eliminated x, because there is no more x. All right. So now that we've eliminated x, so let's solve the next part. So we've got minus 6y minus plus 8y. Now, when you say minus 6y minus plus 8y, you would see that we've got two signs there, which is minus and plus. So when you multiply both sides, minus times plus gives us minus. So it means we've got minus 6y minus 8y. All right. So now it simply means minus 6y minus 8y. And minus 6y minus 8y gives us what? Minus 14y. So here becomes minus 14y. All right. So let's erase this. Let's continue. Now, 12 minus 16 gives us minus 4. So here becomes minus 4. Now, what are we looking for now? Let's divide both sides by minus 14, which is the coefficient of y, so we can get the value of y. So when we divide both sides by minus 14, when minus 14 cancels out minus 14, what do we have left here? Y is equal to, all right? Now, when negative sign cancels out negative sign, there's a value that can cancel both 4 and 14, and that is 2. So 2 cancel 14 gives us 2. Sorry, 2 cancel 4 gives us 2, and 2 cancel 14 gives us what? 7. So it means the value of y is 2 over 7. So now that we've got to the value of y, what next are we looking for? The value of x. And how can you get the value of x? You can get the value of x by substituting the value of y in any of the equations, either equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, equation 4, any one of your choice. All right. So I want to substitute the value of y in equation 2. So if I'm using equation 2 is 2x plus 2y equal to 4. But now the value of y here is what? 2 over 7. So what have we got now? We've got 2x plus 2 bracket 2 over 7 is equal to 4. All right. So now what do we do now? 2 multiplied by 2 gives us 4. So we've got 2x plus 4 all over 7 is equal to 4. So the best way to solve this problem is this. Base 2x over 1, base 4 over 1. And what do? Look for the LCM. What's the LCM of 1, 7, and 1? The LCM is 7. So what do? Use the 7 to multiply through the whole equations. All right. Use the 7 that we've got, which is the LCM, to multiply through the whole equation. And if we do that, I'll just make space here. We'll get 7 into bracket 2x over 1 plus 7 into bracket 4 over 7 equal to 7 into bracket 4 over 1. All right. Now 7 times 2x gives us 14x, and 14x divided by 1 gives us 14x plus, now 7 cancel out 7. So what do we have here? 4 equal to 7 times 4 gives us 28, and 28 divided by 1 gives us 28. So when we collect like terms, because we can't add 4 to 14x because they are on like terms, when plus 4 crosses to the right hand side of the equation, it becomes minus 4. So here becomes 14x is equal to 28 minus 4. All right. So here becomes 14x is equal to 28 minus 4 gives us what? 24. And of course, we're looking for the value of x. What do? We divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is what? 14. So here becomes about 14, and here becomes about 14. All right. So when 14 cancels out 14, what do we have? X. And now, what can go into 24 and 14? 2 can go into 24 and 14. So what do we have? 2 into 24 gives us 12. And then 2 into 14 gives us what? 7. Therefore, x is 12 over 7. And y is, where's our y? 2 over 7. So that becomes the answer to find the value of x and y using elimination method. Don't forget what I said from the beginning of the class. When eliminating, you can choose to eliminate x or you can choose to eliminate y. And how do you do that? When you want to eliminate x, use the coefficient of x to multiply both sides of the equation. If you want to eliminate y, use the coefficient of y to eliminate both sides of the equation. We've come to the end of today's class. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got further questions to ask, just don't forget to reach out. Thank you very much, and bye for now. Right.